So really, I haven't had a chance to look until now. Um, it's in Shopify. It's in Shopify. It's in Shopify. I mean, I would just leave it in Shopify personally. I mean, like if because even though Shopify glues a bunch of stuff down, it's still gonna work. I don't know what their support is like. Usually, I lean towards a hosting company that's going to have great um, technical support. And that's why I host my sites with SiteGround. But like I'm saying, like just to rebuild this with like e-commerce and stuff, I mean, you're looking at like $3,400, but it's here. Like it's already here and it's working. So what I would start with, and you got a video. I mean, you might want to get some diversity in there, but maybe you don't. But it does look like a lot of white people drinking stuff, and I'm not saying there's anything bad about that. It's just, you know, I think diversity is your friend when you're trying to sell something. Um, Inclusiveness. Um, so the Precision Syrups logo, refine your success. I would maybe try stacking that. I don't know. It's not a big deal. The buttons up here don't really pop. Maybe I'm not a big fan of caps, but maybe capitalize those and just give it maybe this font that's the refine your experience, so it just kind of flows across. Then you got your buttons and everything's fine. Says the video's great. I mean, really, you don't need to change anything about the video. Precision syrups, you don't need to say that. So I think a lot of this is just cutting out some of the unnecessary stuff, and then make this all natural syrups, cocktails, mocktails, and more. Mocktails is a bigger thing now, and just make that a different font. You don't want to get too crazy with the fonts, but maybe you kind of it's just not popping. It's getting lost in the video. I'd almost just remove it entirely, like immediately. And this is some of the stuff that you could do now and not have to wait for like a redesign, which I really don't think you need a redesign personally. Take that money and dump it towards advertising. You probably just need some new fonts. So, go to Adobe, look up some font families, find the things you like. Okay, talking about gluing stuff down, Shopify, you probably may not have like, quite the font selection, but I bet there's ways to do custom fonts in Shopify. I don't know exactly, but anyway, and so some of the let me go back to your email here. Some of this isn't just popping. Feel like the template is holding us back. Yeah, need a hero video. You got the hero video. Hero video is good. And they probably paid money for that. I mean, you could pay. I don't know. You'd pay $5 grand for that video. Some people would. I mean, I wouldn't. I would just make one. But set up a camera, nice shots. It's panning. There's motion. There's constantly things happening. I think the video is fantastic. Um, you definitely need a join newsletter. There isn't one. You should do that. There's a lot of dead space here. Maybe one more photo to, uh, clinch it, or this could be this dead. I don't know if you can see my arrow, but it's the space above this. Use that space to put your joiner newsletter and make sure that there's like a person's face there or something, so you can have an empathetic touch point there. I would get rid of Power by Shopify. What does that say? My camera's in the way. Reviews on Google, whatever. I mean, show the reviews on Google. Give us a review on Google, and then a repeat of the. Yeah, I mean, nobody sees this stuff anyway, really. I mean, I'm sure they don't see drink responsibly, but I'm not gonna bother to click on your social accounts. But if you're not using them, don't advertise them. Like if you're not keeping up on them, I mean, the LinkedIn, I'd almost move the LinkedIn one, but whatever. It's fine having uh, common sense consolidation of icons. Totally fine. Um, you don't need the colon there. Spread that out. View recipes. This gets kind of lost. Like that needs to be like a feature. Like maybe it's part of this image here. Sorry, now we're going from the bottom up. But like maybe this view recipes is over here somewhere, and it's part of this call to action. Like over here. Um, I don't know, maybe center it. This font's not working for me. Maybe it's too small. I don't know. Another thing would be to check out this whole thing on mobile, and again, back to Shopify gluing stuff down, being able to dial things in for mobile. I don't know what the options are. I would think because Shopify has to compete with Wix and Squarespace and GoDaddy and every other person who's building websites, that they are going to have some of that functionality, like making it look good on mobile. Shop all SERPs, sure, fine. This looks fine. You know, these don't. Moving it. Oh, okay. I mean, that's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. The prices could be green, and yeah, there's something missing. Oh, we're back to the top, and it's just not popping. I think it's fonts. I think it's fonts and colors. Like, pull this whatever colors up here in this background, pull that in here. You know, pull this peach color. Get that in here. It looks like there's maybe another color up in that logo somewhere. Get that too. Is there a blog? If there's a blog, it should be on the homepage. You know, you could do an Instagram feed on the homepage. Yeah, like this looks totally fine. I mean, I'd almost put a triptych like this on the homepage, you know, and maybe I'll hide all this stuff. So this tagged, you know, with all this, you know, these, you know, tags, just hide those. That's called page noise, and the less of that stuff you have, the more people are going to be able to focus. I really think part of this is this condensed. It's the kerning is just a little wide. It's thin. It's not the easiest font to read. Um, um, let's see. How about shopper SERPs? Oh man, it took a while to get there. I mean, I think shop our SERPs. Just like you're taking me to the store. You know, don't try and sell me on stuff. Why buy it? This stuff should be down. The first thing should be this stuff. You know. So again, I think it's just a part of just like moving that. You got all the pieces here, so just you move them around a little bit. Go find yourself a site that sells things. Doesn't have to be SERP. It could be selling anything, and just find one that you really like. Love that you have recipes. So on the homepage, I'd have like recipe of the day or of the month or our most popular recipe, and just get a little more um, fun content here. Like, I mean, maybe um, yeah, you know, elevate it here. Recipes. It's right there. Recipes for cocktails, mocktails, and more. So take this language and throw it over to the right of this image here, and then yeah, and then throw that button up there, stuff like that. I'm sure you can do that in Shopify. What is demos? The demo party. So maybe just tease this on your homepage as well, and you don't have to say precision SERPs every time, or just say what is a demo party. This is part of the page noise that's going to turn people off, and they just, I mean, read this where it just says what is a demo party, because that's the first thing I want to know. I mean, I thought demos was that you accidentally left a button on here that was from a Shopify demo, and that is actually a mistake. So when I click on it, you know, host a, and again, I would take precision SERPs out of it. I'm on your website. I know what you're selling is you, and it's your brand. So host a demo party. But then you got to tell me what it is. Whatever. I don't want. That's not the problem with the site. I don't want to nitpick stuff. Book now. Higher up. Maybe. I mean, I know you got to explain it, and then you sell it to me. I want people. I want like this needs to be a photo of the demo party, so I know I can take the words and I can take the image and be like, oh, it's like a Tupperware party or something. Let's just see where book now goes. Oh, just to a contact form. I'd probably make a special form for it. Taking me to the contact form seems cheap. I'd see if I get this pages out of the URL. Not that it's a big deal, but um, just touch ups and stuff. Located in St. Joseph. I don't know how I feel about titles up in images like this. Like, just let the image talk. But I don't know. There's something about this serif condensed font that I don't know if it is working. Like Precision SERPs looks like Trajan, and then I don't know. Refine your experience. It looks like a nice font. It's pretty. Maybe it's future, but probably not. Anyway, that's my 2 cents with it. I'll just click a little bit further. I mean, this is kind of cool. Seems like there's some kind of functionality here. Like maybe this just needs to be kind of like the refine your experience font, but like bigger and bolder, and and flush it to the left. Let me just like read left to right here on my screen. Go back to filter. That's a little confusing, but not a big deal. But yeah, just taking like a block like this and then featuring that on the homepage, I think would be pretty cool. Anyway, that's about it. Yeah, let me know if you've got any questions.